Hello and welcome to the Needle Creations Crochet Video Workshop. We're here to show you how to do some techniques along with some tips on how to create your crochet project. Today's segment is going to be on a crochet taco. This is spicy. So let's take a look. You have your instructions and all the items that you're going to need. So you have your yarn. Now the topping yarn is going to come in a bundle. I suggest you roll these into balls. It's going to make it a whole lot easier to work with. Your fiber fill, a needle, punch eyes, and your hook. There's a great set of instructions. The skill level is listed as intermediate. Make sure that you understand your instructions before you begin and practice the stitches being used so that you don't become overwhelmed working on your project. Your kit will come with a 3.5 millimeter hook. It may be white, it may be blue. Many of us have our favorite hook, but we recommend you use the hook that comes with this kit to maintain gauge or the tension of your fabric so you won't run out of yarn. There's 5 different areas to a hook: the head, the throat or the neck, the shaft, the thumb rest, and then the handle. You can hold it like this, or you can hold it like this. The head of the hook is smaller and pointed, so it makes it easy to go in, but your stitch should always be equal with the shaft part of your hook, and that also will help you with your gauge. Many crochet instructions will include a gauge check before you begin. Having the correct tension, which is how tight or loose you crochet, is important to your project coming out to the correct size and will ensure that you don't run out of yarn. You'll single crochet a swatch and you'll count the number of rows and stitches across to make sure that it matches what your instructions say. Also on your instructions, you're going to see your abbreviations. Make sure you understand each one, the colors of the yarn, the various stitches. If you have to repeat any instructions, you will see an asterisk or brackets, then your other abbreviations. Each instruction sheet will have great graphics on what stitches are used for this project. If you need a refresher to practice any of them, please check our crochet stitches video. All right, now we're going to begin with color A, which is our yellow. This is going to make the taco. Make a slip knot on your hook. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to join with a slip stitch, which means we're going to insert our hook into that very first chain and pull it through. And that makes a ring. So we're going to chain 1 and we're going to 8 half double crochet in that ring. So a half double crochet, you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook, insert it into the ring, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook and you're going to pull it through all 3. That's a half double crochet. I'm going to do 8 of those. Okay, so count to make sure you have the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and now we're going to join the rounds. Every round is joined on this one. So you're going to insert your hook into that first stitch, pull it through. That's a slip stitch. Now pull your tail from where you joined to close the opening a little bit, and then we'll stitch that closed after you've completed it. Chain 1. So now we're going to do the second round and you're going to 2 half double crochet in each stitch. So we have 8 and we're going to increase it to 16. So that's 2, that's an increase. Have another increase. All right, that makes 16. And again, you're going to join at the end of every round. So always count your stitches to make sure you're increasing properly. Then the next one, we're going to increase 8 stitches each round we work. So this time, half double crochet in the first one, increase in the next. Now, following your instructions, continue through round 10, increasing each round. And this is our finished taco. I'm going to fasten off, leave a nice tail for sewing this together, and take our needle and weave that through. And this will pull your opening together so you won't have a hole there. There you go. See? And that closes that up. Now we're going to add the topping. We're going to use the berry and the green. Now the way this works is you're going to flip it over. So this is your wrong side. Be able to identify the right and the wrong. This is the right side that you've been working. And this is the wrong side. So we're going to actually stitch this on the wrong side beginning here, because that way it's going across the top, and when we fold this over and sew it, everything will be set. Now, following the instructions, you're going to skip the first stitch past where you ended. We're going to go in and attach the first color, which is CB, which is berry. Pull that through. Now this is where you're going to have a little patience, because you need to keep your yarn to the front of you so it will be inside as you sew it together. Leave a long enough tail so you can bring that through. And then you're going to chain 3. Continue working to the left. You're going to skip the next stitch and then 6 double crochet in the next one. Hold this to the front and work 6 double crochet. So that's yarn over, insert it, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops. You can do 6 of those. Pull up a loop, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert it, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. Six. And then we're going to chain 3. Skip the next stitch, insert in the next, and then you're going to pick up your next color, which is the green. Bring that through, keeping your previous color to the front. Chain 3, skip the next stitch, and do 6 double crochet in that next one. Then chain 3, skip a stitch. Now here is where you have to pull your next color in. So you're keeping this to the front. I'm going to come over and slip stitch. And like I say, it gets a little tricky. And you've got that through. So we're going to chain 3. Skip the next one, 6 double crochet. Continue across, switching colors for each cluster of 6 stitches. So you'll have a chain 3, a cluster of 6 stitches, and a chain 3 in each color as you go across, and this creates the topping. All right, now that we've completed the topping, we have 5 of each color. I'm going to remove my hook from that last one, pull that out, and just tie it to secure the ends. And this is all going to be on the inside, so you're not going to see any of the color changing. Clip these ends. All right, so this will fold over and be sewn up. So right now you want to kind of eyeball where you want to place your nose and your eyes and the cheeks. So I'm going to start with about round 5. So you can see here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right there is round 5. I'm just going to stick this in here just till I can see how that's going to work. And position the eyes 10 stitches between. And you don't have to have the 10 stitches. You can place them closer together if you like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And kind of move them around a little bit and see if that's how you want it. So you're going to pop those through, and these are like little plastic screws. You're going to take the cup part, place it over, pop it in place. Now make sure you've got these where you want them, because it's a little harder to take those out. So now we've positioned our eyes. Then we're going to stitch the smile on. And I try to go just through the center of where I was. Pull this through, and again, use your own judgment on where you want to place that. Leave a little bit of a yarn end down. And then back up through here. And it makes just like a little V. And we can tie the ends. And then we're going to take our pink yarn, just pull off a small length, and right below the eyes, just make a little running stitch. You can do 2 of those if you want. Come over and do another stitch under this eye. There we go. Just kind of fasten that off. Clip your end. And now we're ready to stitch it together. Now I stitch, probably halfway around before I add the fiber fill. And you can see here, fold it right where you began. We're going to match stitch by stitch, and you're going to pick up these stitches. And it may be easier to do it this way. Pick up and then into your next stitch. And this is where you have to be very careful, because you see you're working through the topping. Now leave about, 1.5 inches, 2-inch opening before you finish. Take your fiber fill from your package. Fluff it out a little bit because it's very compact. Makes it easier to work with. And grab a hunk of it. And you can use the end of your crochet hook to kind of get it positioned into the corner. You have plenty of fiber fill, so you can make this firm as you like. And then we'll continue stitching, making sure you keep those colors to the inside. And now we're complete. There is spicy taco. And if you have any questions, you can contact us via email, help@askacrafter.com. I love to crochet.